Good morning, chatters. Hello, everybody. Good to see you all here for Foundation. Don't forget to sub to the channel. Hey, new subscribers, good to see you. Don't forget to follow over on Twitch. Hey, new followers, good to see you. And welcome back, everybody, to one of our favorite city and castle builders. Highly detailed, this one, and certainly has a lot of features I want to see in Manor Lords and a few other great little survival city builder games that have a little bit more than just like dealing with money or whatever. Resources. Okay, we're going to jump in here live this morning. Got a big day of gaming, and I hope you're ready for it. I am ready too. Okay, let's bring this bad boy up on screen. Oh, and what is the free game for Epic Game Store today? I know that we were going to say that there was a new one yesterday, and we all forgot. We get forgetful. There's a new game over there every day. Looks like that'll be in about 2 hours. Okay, so Scold is the new free game for today. Well, ending soon. Love to make everybody aware of those good deals, because, man, if you can get a game for free, it means you get more money to spend, on another game. Good. Good. All right, welcome back. Good to see you all here for Foundation. Hopefully later today we get a chance to play Schedule 1, and then more Project Zomboid. Should be a good time. I noticed there was a game called like the Gold Creek Project or Gold Lake Project or something. It was like a 50 gigabyte demo, but had like it was like a camping trip gone wrong survival game. So maybe we can play that with the gang too. Got some good stuff to play this week though. Summer, thank you very much for the Raptor Hatchling membership. We got the new year coming on Thursday. Thursday is New Year's Day. So that means on Wednesday we'll probably be doing some cool stuff too. So don't miss it. It's going to be a good time. So welcome back, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. And welcome aboard. Let's continue with Cutenbjorn. And keep on building. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see here. We're going to eventually try to build ourselves a castle. Although, as you can imagine, just like in Manor Lords, castles weren't built in a weekend or a day. Or in 6 months. They sometimes took decades. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. 10 unemployed. Happiness almost 90%. Good. Oh. Rustic food surplus gives happiness. That's good. No new villagers today so far. And they're saying no access to housing. Oh, yeah. We built our brewery and we're building our tavern. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is going to be awesome. All right, we got some huge construction projects going on. This is going to help us to make berry brew. And that should help us to distribute said brew to the people with the tavern. Good. Well, let's see. Looks like I need to change our outline here a little bit. There we go. Mom. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty good. Not bad. Making sure we have a maximum amount of space for housing. And then keep people away from the iron mine and the tavern. We'll have a lot of jobs over here, for sure. Okay, we can get rid of this camp, maybe. Although if I acquire more territory, that would be a good spot to get it. I'll have to see where we end up buying. I'm going to need like fields, crazy amounts of fields. Bum, 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 bum. Mom. No access to refined food. Well, I think this is less access. Because according to this, we've got bread and cheese, which count as refined food, and just a little bit of meat, which is also refined food too. Basically 2 steps, right? Like, make bread, you have to make flour, then you can make bread. Or to make cheese, you have to get milk, and then once you get milk, you can make cheese out of it. Or with meat, you have to go to the butcher. You have to hunt the boar, then it has to be butchered and can be sold or stored. Star Bombs, thanks for the 10 gifted memberships to the, well, subs to the Twitch chat. Thank you very much. That's nice. Thank you. All right, we got 308 out of 1,000 on the trade. Oh boy. Yeah, I want to move this cow farm eventually. Foundation's such a great game to be able to go back to an area and then like redefine it over and over again. I want to try to eventually build up here. We're definitely going to build a castle here. Before we even start that, we have to cut down 1,000,000 trees. How much refined wood do we have? 695 and 190 planks. So we're definitely going to have we're probably going to cut down almost 5,000 trees. That's going to be insane. How's our new little church doing over here? Weekly attendance 8. Good. We want the numbers low, because that means we can add to the city. Oh, this one's 51 out of 51. Yep. All right. 34 out of 51. 24. Okay. So this church... well, I guess the numbers fluctuate. Okay, how are we doing on wheat? 0, okay. Bread, yeah, okay. Got a lot of refined, wool. What about clothes? 123, okay, and common wares, okay. We got things going. 23 meat. Do a quick little check on jobs. Okay, they look good. And berries, we got 422. Good berry numbers, because we're going to need those for our new brewery. Custom. I still want more pieces in this game. Is this the game that got the bear update? Actually, I think we're going to play that on Friday. Farthest Frontier. I think we'll do a fresh bear start. The devs gave me a bunch of keys. We got a bear meme here on the community where bears always seem to trouble me and kill me and all sorts of stuff. Farthest Frontier, I'm pretty sure, found out about this, and they put a bear mode in the game to kind of troll me, and then they brought it back. And then I made a video on it, which was hilarious. But then they were like, lol, good video. Here's a bunch of keys to give away to people. And I'm like, that's nice. Thank you. So they're in the holiday spirit, so I'll be doing those soon. Also, speaking of holiday spirit, I know a lot of you still sent stuff to the P.O. box that I haven't picked up yet. Or, well, is in transit, etc. So we'll be doing probably 2 more unboxings between now and like mid-January or something like that. So thanks to everybody who sent over some cool stuff to the P.O. box. We'll be having some pictures up very soon. Also, if you type into the chat now, ! links, that should bring up links for everybody that we stream with. And if we've missed some people, which I'm sure we have, we'll add them over time. It's just now a one-stop shop for everybody's channel. So you can find links to, you know, like my Twitch and Instagram and other people's channels too, all in one place. So rather than it bringing you to each person's channel individually, it'll bring you to one place where if I'm playing with like, I don't know, 6 people or something, rather than finding 6 different links, you just get one link and then you can find them all there. So it should, hopefully it's saved and hopefully it works. There you go. Courtesy of Emma. Emma did a little bit of work and put that together for us. So thank you, Emma. And I know we're missing stuff, so we'll take note of what we're missing, and our entertainment mitigation management assistant will take care of that. Okay, so what do we want to do? We're waiting for buildings to get built, right? The tavern's going to be great because that's going to attract even more people to the town. We get a lot of people building this. What's the recipe on this? This thing's going to take 104 planks. Wow, that's like all the planks we had. Almost. Now we have 200. 71 logs, 29 tools, and 13 rough stone. Rough. Bark. Good. Jay, thank you for keeping the hype train alive. A level 3 hype train on Twitch? Thank you guys for all the gift bombs and the, I don't know, just all the support over the last year. Well, many years. Almost been 10, I think, on Twitch. More than that. More than that. Ring ding dong, ring a ding 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 dong. And this is ready? No, this is also building. Oh, this is another 132 planks, 37 tools, 64 rough stone, and 19 logs. They almost have everything. What are we short on tools, I bet? Nope, 142 on that. Alright, so the town is building a lot of stuff. I feel like I want to delete this logging camp and just put houses there. And I wanted to put like maybe a fountain or something out front here. Entertainment mitigation, you know. We like to have fun here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, iron is low at 1 ingot. 1 ingot. $33 coal though, and then what about iron? 47 iron, okay. Well, we're not getting any warnings above the buildings, so that's good. Which means they got everything they need. Alright, well, production is going pretty good. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Money is good too. Damn, everything's like doing pretty decent in this town. Not enough minerals? You're right. We probably need to get going on copper. Is that a thing? I don't remember. You know, one of the games that has the most... I think Ostriv and Dawn of Man have the two most, like, really important workforce management systems I've ever seen. I know a lot of games either kind of go down the banished route where it's like a list of jobs and then you can assign people to each job, or they have like kind of the system where, you know, like Kingdoms and Castles or whatever, where there's like a list of jobs and then you raise the priority of the job and then the game will kind of auto assign people to that job. But I think the most challenging games I've ever seen in terms of workforce is probably Ostriv and Dawn of Man. And Dawn of Man, I think, is a little crazier than Ostriv because, like, for example, in Dawn of Man, people will work multiple jobs and you want to make sure they get everything done because it's important. Like, you'll have people fishing, and then you'll have people cutting down trees, and then you'll have people, like, going to a field to sow. So it's like, and then it'll tell you, oh, dude, you're using, like, you have a workforce overload of like 200%. You're asking people to, like, you know, do 200% of their capacity. Some things are going to be slow. And then you got to figure out how to, like, you can do that, but then you got to, like, prioritize other jobs. So it'll tell you, okay, you got 200%, but some jobs can be, you're kind of setting them to, like, be continuously done or, like, not done as fast. Because let's say you're going to be, like, clearing an area for a field in the next year or two of trees. So you ask these people, okay, go cut down all these trees because we're going to put a field here, but it's not a top priority. So the game will calculate, okay, that's a lot of work, but you know that by building that field, it's going to take a couple years. And you, in that time, you still need to hunt, fish, build some new houses, that kind of thing. Dawn of Man is so good. I really want to go back and play Dawn of Man. Raptor, thanks for introducing us to new gamers like BKJ and Emma. They're gamers at heart. I'm sure they've been gaming a long time, but they are new streamers. Yeah, BK is kind of like out of retirement. She streamed a lot during the Big C, apparently. But I'd like to think that most people's best years are ahead of them in terms of streaming. But I know there's some people who dabbled, who were great, who got busy with other things. We have to have a wall of fallen heroes. Radford, Pinto, Alex. Yeah, they just wanted to play a little bit and then found love or extreme debt, one of the two. I think Alex is... Alex went to Australia because he's like being held hostage or something. I don't know. Now he's down there farming. He's got some farming program that he's a part of. Well, like a... Not necessarily or directly farming, but he does like maintenance. And Alex wants to study welding. So a guy from France was sent to Australia to go live on a farm and like do welding and stuff like that. Indrid Morgan. Indrid does stream quite a bit. She actually plays a lot of story-based games. Like she was playing The Invincible recently, which I saw and I was like, oh shit. I remember how cool The Invincible was such a good game. I think I was very ill. Well, my voice sounded horrible. I could barely speak, but I played through the whole game. And when I saw the 11-bit studios people in like 2024, I was like, dude, that game was so good. That was so... I'm glad you guys published that, dude. And they were like, oh, yeah. I hope more games like that get published. Like Polish authors who write books. Like the Polish have some real... Like The Witcher, for example. You know, I think the Poles do a very good job of... I mean, one, there's very old stories from a lot of places around the world. And two, I think a lot of countries are doing a very good job of making sure those stories get told in interesting ways, aka video games. So, you know, the history of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, it's a fictional story, but based on, you know, real places, real people, real things that happened. But, you know, some of these characters are kind of made up just to, like, convey and tell a story. And there's nothing wrong with that. They did a great job. So it's the same with, like, The Invincible, with Stanislav Lem and his writings of The Invincible and stuff. It's a fascinating world that they created. What a very interesting presentation. They did such a good job of making The Invincible look cool. It wasn't like an open, you know, it wasn't a 10,000 hour open world, you know, 4K experience, but the game looked very nice. The voice acting was stellar. And is one of those games that I think still didn't get enough credit. Although it was probably pretty well credited and praised. Not enough. Because there's some games that are just like, yeah, we're going to just, there's this book, and we're just going to kind of like tell a story, you know, through different dialogue choices, and you get to explore and collect things and stuff, and we're going to make it as fun as we can. When a game tricks you into playing like an interactive book, that's cool. I feel like The Altars was kind of like that too. That could have been based on science fiction as well. But that had a little bit more resource gathering and building to it. Which is that whole 11-bit studios feel too. Alright, I don't know what we want to build here. I know we're having a housing issue. We have 10 people unemployed, but don't worry, those people will immediately get jobs at the Tavern. Oh, which is already done. Nice. Well, this says Tavern, but it's actually a berry brewery. We're going to be making berry here. So it says it produces 3 berry brew for 2 berries and 1 water. Okay, so we should build a well over here too. I love how this game has a search bar. More games need that. Did we play and finish Cyberpunk 2077? We did, but I did not finish the Phantom Liberty. We did not finish the Phantom Liberty DLC, but we played quite a bit of it. From what I gather from chat, some of chat's favorite games are like endless building games like this, or any city builder that doesn't really have an end, where you just build forever. And chat very much likes survival games that, even if they have a story, they take a very long time to play. So like Green Hell, you could play beginning to end. Raft, you can play beginning to end. But with some of those games, like when you get to the end, it'll end the story and be like, you beat the story. Do you want to go back before you beat the story and just keep building stuff? Yeah. Which is cool too. That's really nice. Bum, 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 bum. What is this 304? Is that our population? Oh, wait, we should have new people here. Wait, it did say immigration is nil because we have nil employment. Oh, we have maximum unemployment, which is 10 people, which is about to change. I just didn't put anybody to be employed there because we don't have a well nearby. But that would be a good thing for the town, too, here. Okay, the well I built up there is kind of more for the berry thing. Let's do a let's do a well down here. You know, I was thinking I didn't like the gaps that I left between these buildings, but now that I think of it, this does help to make it easier to build little decorations in between, and also watchtowers, which I put on the outside, but might be nice on the inside. Yeah, the writing in Cyberpunk is very interesting too, although I think more people enjoy a historically based game, but sci-fi is still pretty cool. I mean, clearly there's like Dead Space and stuff, and Dead Space is amazing. F in the chat for the Fallen, yeah. Workers are needed. We got 10, but that just reminded me of Workers and Resources. They updated the DLC. I think they updated that DLC for it. There's like an early start to that game, and now they've added horses and other stuff, which makes me think like whenever I play an earlier time period in Transport Fever, and you have to start getting out the horse and buggy and stuff like that. Very cool. Looking forward to Transport Fever 3. Look at that, 57 meat. Got 1 milk. Okay, iron ore. All right, a lot of things are looking really nice, man. 409 fish. Oh, the builders are almost done with the Big O Tavern. Can we name this? We can. I think that's going to employ quite a few people too. All right, well, let me get some people some jobs here so we can get more people employed. And if we make a ton of berry brew, we could just export. Now this says it's also best suited for citizen, which is actually a high tier job. Really? A brewery is best suited for a citizen. Crazy. That's crazy because it's like it goes surf, commoner, and then citizen. So that's like a tier 3 worker. So people's productivity here is going to be reduced. So we're going to need a higher workforce, but that's fine. But I certainly want to make a lot of that berry brew, and then we might need to get more people to go get berries. You've been itching for Foundation? Yeah, it's a great game. I should make maybe a top 10 of like timeless city builders that no matter how old they are, you definitely need to like pick it up. And Foundation will be on that list, and Farthest Frontier, like City Skylines 1, and on and on. People's happiness is decreasing. Yeah, it bounces up and down based on like supply and a few other modifiers. Oh, merchant is approaching the village. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I like where things are going here. Good. Berries are actually getting lower, which is good. They're probably bringing these over here. Wow, this thing can hold 185 brewed brew. 10 water and 30 berries. That doesn't sound like a lot of berries. 30 berries? You just bought Farthest Frontier. Love it so far? Great. Good to hear it. Yeah, Farthest Frontier is one where it blew me away at the start, and I'm really happy at how that game turned out. There's a few things I still want in that game. Like, for example, the ability to trade, like, on a river or on a coastline and have, like, ships. And maybe the ability to do expeditions where you send some people far away to then come back or something. Like how it's done in this game. In, in Foundation, there is a military. You can train troops. There is combat, but you don't get to see it. It happens off screen. So you do all your training and investments here. Then you send your people out, and then it's kind of a dice roll as to whether or not they succeed. And then, you get spoils of war when they come back. And when they come back, some of them may die, you retrain them again. And you can build castles in this game, big old castle walls. But the thing that sucks is, you take all that time to build a castle, and nobody actually attacks you. So if you build a castle, it's kind of just cosmetic. But I would love that in Farthest Frontier to be able to be like, okay, I'm secure, like my borders are secure. I'm going to take 20 men and send them out on an expedition, and then maybe there's a chance to bring back items, and that would be good because like once you kind of the end game is you've already explored the map, and then there's not really any by the late game. Hell, even maybe the mid game if you did it right. You sent troops and scouts to every corner of the map and went out and got all the relics and things like that, and the traders come in too. But I think it would just be another. I think it would be an easy slam dunk for the developers to like kind of make that happen, because they wouldn't really have to do much in terms of like adding new buildings and stuff. Farthest Frontier is very slow at adding stuff, but I think they put a lot of thought into it. Then I think they do a lot of internal testing, and then they release it to the public in a closed kind of beta and get some other testing done. Then they do a beta for it, and then they release it. I don't think there's been many a beta in that game that's ever been broken. The biggest problem for Farthest Frontier ever was just there was so much lag. And there were some performance issues at the beginning of that game's release. So we would get to 100 population or something, and then we had to restart because it was literally unplayable. You could have a NASA PC and it was unplayable. But they worked on it and they made it great. They fixed it. So, and that was years ago. Like within maybe the first 3 to 5 months of the game being released. You might have to check this out too. Yeah, this one's probably on sale. I think, I haven't done this, chat, and I don't know, for like the last 2 years I've been saying, I'm gonna, and I never do it, but I really should, and it'll be kind of a little bit, it'll be an easy slam dunk for me too, a little bit of a regurgitation, I think, of recycling the same games into multiple videos, but honestly, whenever we're live, and especially when there's a Steam sale and we're playing like a city builder, the top question is, what game do you like? Foundation more? I'm only gonna get one between Ostery, Foundation, and Farthest Frontier. Like, what one should I get? And it's like, well, I feel like every time that there's a Steam sale, I could upload the same video that just says 10 amazing city builders that we always play and always have a good time with, and chat always wants to see like that. And I think that's totally fine, because again, if there's a city builder, City Skylines 1, I'm looking at you, where people are continuously playing it and going back and playing it, and there's mods and stuff. This game has mods too, and I haven't even touched them. It's the same with Banished, although I haven't played that in years, but yeah. Yeah, an hour and a half to the next free Epic game. Yeah, let me know what we get, because I want to also be more vocal about telling people that there's a free game there that they can get if they want. Okay, more houses are being built. That's good. The berry brew is being brewed. Oh, they've already made 9 out of 185. Good. And berries are sticking at 400. So that's good. And the tavern is getting built. And it's like 90% of the way there. There's some amazing mods for Foundation. I think I've seen some of them before. I think some of them were like really interesting stairwells and stuff. So that was cool. Good games with good mods. Who could say no, my guy? Bum, 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 bum. 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 Wow. Monthly report. Oh, I don't like how that gets cut off. Upkeep, negative. Everything's negative. Yeah, we're spending a lot of cash. Actually, but we're still up 1,500, so whatever. Okay, we could decorate this more, but I don't want to overwhelm our construction staff. You can see them bringing in a lot of stuff. That's cool, man. I love seeing that. You're 40 hours into your first Farthest Frontier playthrough? Wow. That's deep. There's much more to explore in that game now with all the research. Generating knowledge. Knowledge. Manor Lords, Austria, Banished, Foundation, Farthest Frontier. Yeah, those are the ones I keep bringing up, and then there's others too, like Dawn of Man, which I don't mention as much, but always great to play a wonderful city builder. More people in the city. I think we're buying grain too, which is good. We want more bread. Oh, look at that. More houses popping up. I think that's 2 more right there. I think if I add decor... I don't think it has to... I don't think this has to be constructed. Like trees and stuff, I think just pop up. I want to kind of put that on the outside. Because there's a little bit more room there, and I'm going to keep the room on the inside for tables and things like that. Ooh, you know, another one I got to mention too that has insane detailing like Foundation is when we played Tavern Keeper. Tavern Keeper is like, whoa. Even I underrate that game, and I've been praising it. It's got an insane amount of detail of building a tavern, and then like you can, you know, like create a table with like all the chairs and mugs and things on it, and then you can like save that as a blueprint and then just copy and paste it a bunch of times. It's essentially like, it really feels like it's like a 2-point game. Like imagine if 2-point game made a tavern game, and that's kind of what it feels like. It's got that vibe, and it's got really good detail. Really good detail. We got to get back to play more of that 2-point museum, but I've been avoiding that. That is my drug of choice, so I need to not get too into that one. You picked up Tavern Keeper with Abiotic Factory, got 30% off both. Really? There was like a sale between the two? Damn. Red's been playing that Abiotic Factory. I've been jealous. Not jealous, but I'm very proud of him seeing him and other people that were very friendly with, like, getting along too and having fun. I really like that I am not the... It's nice to introduce people to each other and they get acquainted and then they go off and do things that they want to do and not everything has to go through me. But yet we're still friendly and respectful with each other and like we're all connected that way. Man, that tavern's going to take a long time. I think we built this like a grand. That's like a grand tavern. I don't think we're going to make anything as big as that. I'd like to buy the territory over here, but I can't. There's like, it doesn't exist. It's like the edge of the map. They won't let me build up to the edge. Tavern Keeper's local co-op too. Super fun. Is it? Did I forget that? That's ridiculous. And there's Traveler's Rest, too. There's so many endless games where it's just like a grind-a-thon that's satisfying. I've restarted, you know, Traveler's Rest about 50 times, but that's a game that a lot of people praise and they don't really... We all kind of forget about that game, and a lot of people love that game. They just kind of forget about it. Forget about it. Thank you. I found out about Foundation from watching you back in 2019, past 2,000 hours a couple of days ago. Wow. You played this for 2,000 hours? Damn. That's crazy. This game's nice because it's a really slow burn. It's like sitting in a room full of incense, right? It's just kind of like nice to be here. There's no race. Although I couldn't remember... In the beginning of the game, there was not too much to build, so I'd like lay out elaborate, huge monasteries, and then just kind of like have 4 or 5 part episodes where it's just like, yep, any second now, guys, the monastery is going to be done. But I didn't know. Like, I had no idea how long it was going to take. Oh, the trees do have to be quote-unquote constructed. I think to construct this, a builder just literally has to come over and touch the ground and then boom, it's in. Yeah, Traveler's Rest has local co-op and I think online co-op. Because we played with a few people. It's a very cool game. Oh, sorry, Chad. I didn't realize you were all smothered by the thingy there. My bad. It's usually okay where it was in most games, so I forgot. Okay, so builders are coming over. We've got housing. We got 4 unemployed. Housing for more people being constructed right meow. But since we did 2 beefy construction projects, these weren't too big, but certainly 2 things at the same time does spread things out a little bit. You missed the blue UI for this game? Oh, I remember that. Yes. What do we do here for a gate? I think we should do maybe a rustic... Like a stone fence? Maybe I'll put a wall around it when I'm done, because maybe I could build down here too. I think eventually we're going to put a brewery in there and then add other decorations. Because a brewery for beer is just a building. But the brewery for Berry Brew can be an actual brewery. Can we trade Berry Brew? Where is that? Okay, Berry Brew. Mm-hmm. So it looks like maybe one. Maybe one. One trading partner will buy Berry Brew. Damn, this tavern's gonna be fire. Plus, people can actually sleep here too, so we'll make money on that. Now, I think we could sell food there, so I think bread, meat, and cheese can all be sold there. Which is Q. So I guess we're done with the wood cutting here. Clean that up. All done. What's up, Timeless? Yeah, that's fine. Plenty of wood. Population 307. Did we build the new church? Wait, I think we have to unlock that still. Clergy. Yeah, the monastery modest architecture. Well, actually, that's it. The modest church is new. So we're at 59 for that. If we decorate our churches more, we'll get the nicer church. MBF, thanks for following. Definitely want to add more Splendor then so we can unlock the new church. Which I was going to add a little thing out here anyway, so let's do that. Could stack that inside. Got to try to get up to 75 Splendor. Damn, we get 3 for a cypress tree? Damn. What about tombstones? That's a 4 there. Okay, we'll add a little bit of that. We gotta get the clergy splendor up. And then, that'll probably help with influence. Okay, so that'll help the church out a bit. You love this game? Me too. Oh, you're just playing it a few minutes ago? Great. Good to hear. Ooh, that's a lot of people that can work at both. They're not done building yet, but we can do a little bit more. Oh, actually, wait, that can hold 2, 4, 7 villagers in the inn. Birds be chirping. We'll have to see how much berry brew everybody starts drinking. Lodging travelers. Ooh. Travelers will now pass through your village regularly. You can pause the inn to halt all arrivals. So we'll have guests staying in town. Modern church has stained glass windows. Yeah, it'll look nice. Man, they're taking a long time to build. You're playing Raptor's most hated game, Vintage Story. Vintage Story hates me. Every time I play, it keeps killing me with like modded creatures. Well, we play with mods. It'd probably be better if we just played vanilla ones with the crew. I haven't even started large-scale iron mining yet. That's going to take a while. Mama, 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 mama. 65 clergy splendor. Nothing for kingdom yet, but that's why we got to build that castle. One day. Starting to think about the what we want to do with that. But even before we begin, we have to like clear that, buy the territory and clear the mountain of trees. Couple 2 tree. Let's see. Got our church here too. Oh, it's nicely decorated. Couple flowers here. Nice. Guess we can add some gravestones to this. It's a church after all. Okay. Elegant fountain. I don't know about that. Rose bushes, that'll be nice. Clergy tier 3 reached. Good. Now we can unlock the new modest church, which is good. I kind of actually wish we had built that before, but you could probably actually do that with... you probably have to build 2 churches and then pack them full of decor. Otherwise they'll get a little too bougie per church. And with the early churches, you want to like unlock the stone one quick. Although the little wooden chapel looks good too. I put that out of town. All right, couple 2-3 people moved in. Yeah, modest church. Unlocks the modest church for all the faithful villagers. Yep. So that's one of the new things in the update. And it's even got an upgrade to it as well. Oh, actually another one too. Oh no, that's different. Well, I will definitely take that. Oh, monastery modest architecture. Never mind. Different. But we do have the church. And it's kind of cool because it looks like it's made of sandstone. Got a different color to it. Look at that. The modest church is a good step between old churches and like a cathedral. Like the modest church is kind of more of a It's like a spacious cathedral. It's a spacious church without being like a mega cathedral. Which is good. You can bridge the gap. Like, especially in this part of town, it'd be nice to maybe disassemble this church and then, like, build a bigger, better church. Oh, well, maybe we wouldn't even need bigger. Maybe the building itself is bigger. Modest church capacity, minimum 45. So one section of that church houses 45 people? Wow. And the rustic church, even if made of stone, that's 24. Wow, okay. So it almost doubles the capacity. Almost. So by default, it has a higher capacity per section. And it looks different, which is win-win. What's up, D-Pad Dad? Welcome aboard. Yeah, when we start building the castle, we're going to need some territory up here. We're going to have to buy maybe 3 territories. And then we got to start logging like crazy. Means we're gonna have to have a logging camp next to the manor. I think we're about due for a castle in this town for sure. I think we'll start laying that out today. I'll make sure the tavern gets done first. How many territories do I have now? I don't know. I don't know if it tells us. I'd say maybe like, oh, 13. I was gonna say 10. We have 13. So we're probably going to have to buy up to 16. Pretty good expansion. Okay, so this has got to be done first before we... Oh. The messenger's on the way. Bum, 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 bum. Celebrating fishes. Fishes. Alright, we got a fish fair going on in town. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy territory up here. I think we need... Hard to tell with all the trees here, but I'm gonna buy that territory, and I think that territory. I want to buy this whole hill. It looks like there's even more hill there. The issue, though, is that we're gonna have an insane amount of storage for logs. It's gonna be wild. Can I get more builders? I can, yeah, but I want to... We have 6 unemployed people in the town that I'm holding to be... as soon as the tavern's done, we're gonna have them working at the tavern. Because we're making alcohol that I want to sell there. Oh, and there's people staying at the inn, too, I think. Well, not yet, but soon. The potential is there. Yeah, it's like 4 to 5 territories for the whole mountain. Yeah, it's a nice plateau. I hope one day for Manor Lords we can get a kind of a map generator. It's a tall order, but if it happened, it would be like a huge leap forward for that game. That's like unlimited new maps. I noticed Transport Fever 3's map generator, and that looks very good. Okay, so current order of business is wait for the tavern to be done and then initiate castle planning. We're going to start planning our castle. This is almost done. I just need a few more tools. Ooh, storage full on the berry brew. Actually, where could we store that? The granary? We'll store some over there. Get some of that out of their old inventory. It's a shame the berry brew only sells for one. Like, it's a little complicated, so 2 would be nice. Like, you gotta get berries and water, and then somehow make like a cider out of it. But it takes a big old building and a lot of work. Construction crews must be on the way. Also, I did order a few other things to be built, didn't I? Damn, this town is nice. Yeah, let's work on our bailiff. I want to keep finding these mineral deposits. We only got a couple of those to go. Let's finish those up. And then... oh yeah, we could improve trade routes. Right. So with polished stone, bread and planks, we could improve the trade routes. Oh, I should do that. I should do that. Yep. How are we doing with the mills? Good. Tavern established. Oh, good. Oh, and happiness for the villagers popped up. They're still putting on the finishing touches. Wow, 22 people can come to the tavern. That's a lot of people. And then 7 people in the actual inn itself. Which is nice, because with the inn attached to the tavern, that means we could get 7 people. You know, 7 more people that might just walk right into the tavern. Ba 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 ba. It's actually kind of nice to see our money go down. It was always maxing out and I was stressing. Well, I was close to maxing out. But now it's dipping because we spent quite a bit of cash on upgrades for the churches. Which is nice. Adding more detail little by little is kind of cool. And I think all the churches need a few gravestones. This one included eventually. Oh, I don't know if we'll be able to reduce logs. The best thing to do will probably just be to store them and then hope that somebody comes over to buy them. But eventually we want planks because the castle itself is going to take a lot of planks. But actually we have quite a bit of storage here. I have a huge amount of storage for wood. That'll be able to store a lot. Bum, bum, bum. Labor tier 4 reached. New stuff to unlock. City market, fortifications, tavern kitchen. Oh. Unlocks the production of tavern kitchen meals, which improve the happiness. Okay, so the tavern will create food, but we got to make an add-on for it. Great. Well, I'm going to go with paved roads first. Or... well, that is a requirement to make people happier eventually. Let's go with that. And then we can have people pave roads. And that is something they want eventually. Yep. Paved roads and then a resident citizen. So we'll pave roads like in areas like that, around the churches. But we'll build that shortly. I guess they're almost done. We got 2 unemployed, so we need more unemployment. More potential workers, let's say. The castle, I think we're going to build like here. We'll cut through the trees to get there. All right, let's do it. The castle planning begins. Mineral deposits discovered. Okay. All right, lumber camp time. We'll build it out here. Okay, I want more storage. Only 3 allowed, okay. Only 2 allowed. We're gonna have to have maximum workers up here. This is gonna be a big camp. So munching, stewing, and drinking. Okay. Wow. That's going to be a massive camp. But you can see the amount of trees we got to cut down. That's crazy. But luckily it'll only cost 10 gold, 30 tools, 120 logs, 25 cloth, and 15 planks. And it will give a hell of a lot of jobs. You can see the amount of forest that we want to clear. This also could be a good spot to build a monastery. Somewhere nearby. But with that huge logging camp, man, I thought this one was big, but that's nothing now compared to what we just built. That'll be like our main camp to go cut down trees. In fact, I feel like all these other camps that we have, we could just shut down for now. We'll just let these guys switch where they work. The big build begins. Cheery Hunter, thanks for the 50 months. Merry Christmas, Raptor, and an even happier New Year. Ah, yes. Thank you. Same to you. Oh, are these travelers? There's people flying through the city. Oh yeah, those are people traveling through. They must be going like the tavern. They must be here for the fish fest. Is that like Shark Week for them? Bum 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 bum. We improve a trade route. Not yet. Not yet, my guy. Bum 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 bum. Raise happiness of your village to 75. Currently 92. Oh, wow. We are good. Bum, 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 bum. You play Bannerlords all weekend, you got bored with it? That could happen. I think there's a lot to explore in that game in terms of the different maps and game modes. So it's very good for me to like build a little bit, then get bored with the map and then go back. You know, start over in a different map. But I think that the big update finally came out. Like, it's not in beta anymore, so that's good. And finally, there are AI cities, which is cool to see them build, but we gotta see them do more. All right, more workers are here. Good. Anybody that can work over here? Wow, all the travelers are maxed out. Cool. Thought we would have built those trees by now. Well, let's oh, they're building that right now. They have AI cities. Was that in the wrong mode? Well, I'm not sure because I remember there was a beta, and I think the beta came out. I haven't played it in like a couple weeks, so... But the mode with the Baron, he should be building cities and then like deploying armies at you. Bum, bum. Build a village, build a bear, build a stronger, better, healthier, genetically modified tomato. Alright, so they're starting to come on down here and deliver some of the things they need to. Well, we can at least get 3 woodcutters going. Alright, so let's go ahead and stop paving. Stop logging there and there. And we'll start logging opposite of where we want to go. Now they're going to walk up the hill that way. We'll start with that. See what we can do up there. Bum, bum, bum. A merry fair. Looks like the that looks like it's going well. What is this? Ah, yes. More minerals to dig. All right, let's improve trade routes. We got the Davenport trade route we could improve. Requires available royal courier. Oh. How do I get a royal courier? Oh, I have to hire somebody as that. Never mind, we're good. Bum, bum, bum. 2 DLCs for Foundation? I don't even remember what they are. Are there DLCs? I don't know. Big login begins. Then I'm going to tell the warehouse workers down there to go get the log. It's far away, far, far away, but it's fine. Try that for now before I put up a fence. Get them to walk through the manor. Boom, 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 boom. More cut stone is needed. Okay, good. Yeah, that looks nice. All right, hopefully that gets done soon. The big old logging camp. Big old logging, brother. Well, these numbers look good, though. Merchant approaching the village, nice. Boom, boom, boom. Big old trees. Couple two, couple three. All right. Right, hopefully they get done with that soon. We'll see. We'll see. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, good amount of wheat. Everything looks great. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. Wheat for the bishop. Oh, we don't have a lot. Yeah, we would get more clergy influence, though. Accumulate 200 wheat inside storage. That ain't happening. I'm not gonna be able to get 200 wheat like that. That is a trap. Yeah, I don't own that territory, so that's our border there. But I definitely want to buy that territory too, but, you know, one thing at a time. Okay, 153 of labor splendor and influence at 34. No kingdom yet, and then splendor is at 98, clergy influence 34. Very nice. I can't believe how many farms we have. And it's still not enough. Wow, Berry Brew maxed out like crazy. Okay, so we'll probably cut the number of staff down to like 4. Oh, we have to assign a resource. Oh, what? They can only sell one type of drink? That seems so weird. So you'd need a service counter per drink. Like one... You're telling me one counter in the bar only serves one type of drink? There's no possible way to, like, have a bar where you can serve beer, wine, and berry brew? You have to construct a whole new building? That's insanity. Alright, well, we'll start with the brew then. That's crazy. You can only serve one thing? It should work like the marketplaces where you can serve multiple. I wonder how that's going to work with the kitchen then. Like, if I build a kitchen, am I only going to be able to have one? Let's see what that... Oh, I have to unlock that. But I wonder... So you got to build one entire kitchen for... Oh, it's like, oh, you want meat and cheese? Oh, dude, you're going to have 2 kitchens. This is a wildly complex process for each of these. Like, what? I mean, you know how it is, chat. Like, you try to have bread and butter at your house, you got to build a whole new house with a whole new kitchen. You can only have butter at one home and bread at the other. There's no possible way that you could get away with having multiple things in your kitchen. Are you insane? Multiple homes for your salt and pepper. And another house to make mac, and then another house to make cheese. So first you boil the macaroni, go over to another home, add cheese. And if you would like to add salt and pepper to that, got to go to your two other houses. There's no possible way. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, good. All right, we're getting to quickly do the login now. Look at that. Good numbers here. Yeah, stew, or of course, stew. Bum, 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 bum. Rippity-doo-dah. What even is craft dinner? I feel like I want to build another bridge around here. Actually, can we do that now? I'd have to buy like these two territories just to build like a bridge there. And get up the mountain in a reasonable way. Bum, bum. And in progress for the Davenport trade route. Oh, I see. We can have multiple people do that. Okay. Oh, so the bailiff is for the manor. The emissary is for the monastery, and this guy's going to be for the kingdom. So, but we can still only do. Well, I hope we could do multiple, not just one at a time. Let's see. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. We'll keep adding workers to that. Oh, the great logging has begun. Oh, actually, they're kind of making some good progress there. I was expecting it to be more like manor lords, where an area like that would probably take 3 years. Okay. Hopefully when we improve the trade routes too, we can get more wheat. Who are we buying wheat from? I hope it's Davenport, because we're about to expand trade with them. We're importing wheat from Middle. Level 1. We can also buy bread from them too. Which would be good. We're so rich. Like a cheesecake. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Mm-hmm. 11 berry brew consumed this week. Okay. It must be 1 visitor equals 1 brew. As we unlock more stuff, I'll probably end up rebuilding some of these buildings and changing them around a little bit. Plus, I got to figure out how to build a tavern down here. I'd like to build one here. Ooh, we can now make citizens. Damn. There's kind of 3 towns. Like we've got the we've got like Old Town, Farmington, and then like Riverside or something like that. Bum 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 bum. Damn, they're making good progress. Look at that. Might want to build a sawmill up here, but I don't know. What's up, Mad Monkey? Now we got plenty of storage there. That's all good. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I like the music in this game. I hope they add more. This game looks amazing. It's a very fun game. It's really well thought out. Oh, is this a new bang? I don't remember this song. Wait, is this the Chance? Is this a new song? Did they sneak in a whole new soundtrack? Oh, there it goes. Watch out, flute guy. The chanty chanters are coming for you. Bum 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 bum. New people. Flute guy versus chanting monks. They could work together. Because hear that flute right now? They're at peace. They're in harmony. They're working together to do what they say can't be done. Like, what? Chants and flutes? Those don't go together in medieval time. Oh, yeah? Watch me. There it is. And you got the lute going in the background. A lot of people are working at that logging camp. That's great. Dude, wow, that's a pretty big chunk of that area they cleared out already. That's really nice. Bum, bum, bum. Can you progress like moving on from medieval? Nah, it's strictly a medieval game. But you can really make some nice cities. Almost to where it looks like the Renaissance. Like you can really make some very nice, very detailed, very lush looking cities where it goes from clinging to survival to just like thriving and building cathedrals and gorgeous walled cities, and it's pretty nice. That song was not long enough, man. What the hell? Wow, wow, wow. How many people are working here? 10? 15. Beautiful. Oh, good. We finished the Davenport trade improvement. Let's work on another trade partner. I'd like to buy more wheat and bread from Middle. And what can we sell to them? Fish. So we could sell more fish and clothing to them too, which we have tons of, and a berry brew. So that would be a good deal for us. So we need to have more polished stone in order to do that. So we'll have to wait a little while till we get enough. But let's make sure we're not selling more than 50 then. And since we're planning on building a castle, so maybe we should just hold off on any and all trade of polished stone, although it does give good money. Okay, so polished stone. We're no longer selling polished stone. So we're going to save that for any sort of future construction, which will be our castle. But first, we're going to get rid of some polished stone to give to our neighbor, well, to improve a trade route. We got 60 bread, good. Yeah, we're clearing the land for the castle right now, which I think will be maybe here. I want to make a big castle, but not crazy. And we'll have to see what may come of it. I don't know. We'll clear that area initially, then I think I'll clear a little bit more to like... Actually, wait a minute. It would be cool to build a wall-to-wall thing. I really want to build a monastery, though. It's one thing I haven't done in a long time in this game, is built a well-thought-out monastery. But maybe we could do that down here. I usually think about building it on a hill, but that kind of limits us a little bit, too. But building it near a river, like up there, would be nice. Be nice. Nice. More travelers. No access to housing. This game would be nice if it had like a temporary like shelter building or something. But then that would fill up in minutes. Then I fear you'd be back to square one. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, I want to move the dairy farm. I want to make this area for more housing and then move that dairy farm. We also have quite a bit of charcoal being made. It's funny. I thought we made too much. I feel like that's where I want to have the coal in the iron ores, like in the 50s. I like though when the elevation gets a little higher, the trees turn to like fir trees, pine trees. Cool. What fir? Ooh, new villagers moving in. I guess what we could do is the people who are cutting down all the trees are going to be nice and strong, and then we can get them to work as builders for the castle and then eventually work as soldiers. So I think maybe we should do some more builders' workshops. We got already like a few of them there. That was kind of to build the manor in the town at the time. Core and production. I think I'll just build some builders here. We're gonna have some fairly large-scale construction projects going on, so let's build a couple of 2-3 of these. Good morning, Letitia. Good morning. Oh, we could have 3 builders at each workshop. Oh. Well, we just added 6, so that's good. And then I'll leave that last one for now. Glad to be back. You spent the last week in bed with the flu. No. Well, hopefully you're well now. So, well, come back. Oh yeah, Fabledom. Yeah, Fabledom's another great game. That one's Fabledom's kind of got a little more funny story to it, like Tavern Keeper. Although I like Tavern Keeper's story a little bit more, but Fabledom's still funny. Well, I guess one you're building a kingdom, the other you're building a tavern, so there is a little difference, but they're still fun. Dude, they're like approaching halfway done. That's crazy. Insanity. Oh, that's great. We could store 205 logs here, but the warehouse can store probably like 600 or more. So that's fine. Bum, 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 bum. Wow, immigration maximum, happiness maximum, employment high. Wow. How about I had a relaxing Christmas? Love the streams. Always play games I buy. Yeah, I was streaming most of the time. It was so cool to hang out with everybody over Christmas. It was good. I got to see family and stuff too, but then everybody was here gaming as well. So it was the best of both worlds. It was like having turkey and ham on the same day. You know, you got options. It's good. Okay, good. Polished stone is up to 40, so not long now till we can expand another trade route. Ooh, 62 wheat. 72 wheat. Ooh, numbers going up. Harvest season, probably, yep. That's how she goes. Clergy spend Splendor at 98. Where do we want to go with that? 150 unlocks the more stuff at the monastery. I don't know. We could unlock it, but I'm not going to build it for a while. I'd rather build the modest church first. Which twould be nice. Twould. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Be able to trade. Are we trading common clothes? We are. Trying to sell down to 25 on those. We can't sell them fast enough. Bum, bum, bum. What do I think a church beside a castle will look? Well, I've been to some old school castles that had churches like within the walls of the castle. Like in Prague, I'm pretty sure there's like the, well, sometimes it's hard to tell modern day, but walls used to be much more sprawling. So there'd be maybe an outer wall and then an inner wall. And then a church within the inner wall, and then maybe there'd be one more wall around a keep, or a keep that was built into a wall. Crazy. Crazy. Lots of options. Good iron. All right, numbers are looking real nice. Berry brew at 296. Wow. Probably bring that down to like 2 people working there for a while. Ooh. More people moving in. All right, looks good. We'll see how it goes. We have 51 polished stone. Not all of it's in storage yet, though. It might still be sitting at the sculpture thing. I'll have to stand by a bit longer. What's up, Helliger? Welcome back. More people assigned to building. More. Castle's going to be a big project. Improves the workplace function. Wow. Worker capacities. Okay. So before, when I built these, it was kind of just out of desperation to get money. Now I'm going to build it near the castle because we are clearly going to be using a lot of stone. So much has changed for this game over the years, for sure. Well, they've done an excellent job of like releasing updates when they could, and then finally releasing the 1.0. Love it when a game gets a couple free updates. It always shows that devs aren't done yet. I'm really hoping we get a lot more games that kind of get the No Man's Sky treatment, where the game comes out or whatever, and then regardless of that, there's still more content where every update makes you think like, what? How could this game get any better? Yeah, this here says that it improves the workplace function, so I'm just going to leave those there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go with that. So that's going to take all of our rough stone, turn it into polished stone, and that'll be great for the church walls and future... the castle walls, and future churches, which will probably require a lot of that. Yeah. Yeah, this is a little more laid back. There's certainly some things to focus on in this game, but it's nowhere near difficult. It's more like tedious detailing. It's very satisfying to lay out a church and then see it all get built. And then do it again and again. Okay, so we just sent out the bailiff to improve trade deals with the neighbor. We could improve these camps as well, but I'll need a lot more employees. What I'll probably do is just take a few from the logging camps and move them down to be stone masons. That'll be fine. You started referring to No Man's Sky as the never-ending story? Yeah, it's true. If that game continues to get supported for like another 10 years, I mean, every time that game gets updated, I'm like, what the hell? How the hell did they top the previous update? And I want that for more games. I was a little bummed out that we didn't get to see more of Light No Fires at really any of the recent game awards or announcements, but they'll have their time. The way roads are created in this game makes it hard for you to play. True, it's very medieval-like though, where they kind of just walk wherever, and you could see where everybody's been walking. But one way around that eventually is just build fences and then also forbid people to, use that forbid tool to like kind of control traffic. It's weird they walk around like that. Weird. Wow, they're almost done. Well, they got a ways to go, but that's pretty amazing to see. Yeah, the forbidden tool is great because then you can like, you can see where I put down some areas where I don't want them walking, and it kind of controls them. You got to kind of control them like, think about water going downhill. And they kind of just bounce from object to object. They roll like a ball. People in this game are like a ball. So if you kind of think of it like with gravity a little bit. And people will also take the shortest route everywhere. So if you kind of put something in that way, they'll go around it. Yeah, sending the army out's fun in this one, yeah. Yeah, this game does take a bit of practice. This is more of a city painter than a city builder. You're kind of more painting than you are like building a lot of stuff. I mean, you're certainly doing a lot of building, but when it comes to like building houses, you're painting zones. When it comes to farming, you're painting the fields. And whatnot. Yeah, they take the path of least resistance. It's like when you see people, you know, you'll see a park and then you'll see paths built out of like maybe concrete or asphalt in the park, and then you'll see people just kind of like, you'll see where people are taking shortcuts in the grass. Goals in the game, there's different game modes that you can pick from the start. I think we're just kind of doing a free build mode, but there are different game modes for different goals. But I forget them all. Yeah, Let Them Trade is on the channel. We play that. Oh, wow, we're back up to 23 polished stone. Good. And the stonemason's hut is almost complete. Ding, ding, ding. Man, the logging's really going well. Almost too well. Suspiciously well. I think we could also add a little thickness to that forest, too. Bum, 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 bum. So this truly is the beginning of the castle build. We bought the land, we're clearing the trees, and that is going to look like a really nice spot. A little bit of a hill here, but I think we could probably build a little bit more on this side. Oh yeah. So we might be able to clear out a little bit more over here. And we could even build where the logging camp is, but I like where it is. I like this. We'll make it work. Yeah, this could be for the castle. Yep. Is your chat on subscribers only? I had a nightmare posting my last comment. The chat should be... Oh boy. Thanks for asking on that. I want it to not be on subscribers. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, chat, if you ever see the chat on YouTube on subscriber only mode, which basically is, you know, subscribing is free, but we usually had subscribers only mode on to get rid of bots and things like that. But now there's been a problem where you guys have to like unsub and then resub to like chat. Like YouTube's not recognizing, surprise, that you're not subscribed to the channel. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. So when you come into the chat, even though you're a subscriber, it thinks you're not subbed. So you have to like unsub, resub to be able to chat. So this has been like an ongoing problem for weeks, but you know, they don't give an F. They're just pumping all their time and money into AI, and that doesn't benefit them, so it won't change for a long time. So we have to do a you know, multiple month-long workaround. So just let me know. I've been trying to start streams in not subscriber mode, and sometimes they get over to subscriber mode. So if you ever see our chat on YouTube in subscriber mode, just let me know and we'll turn it on to all. But that just means that every once in a while there might be a couple more bots or a couple more knuckleheads in the chat. It's been kind of amazing too. Like, you know, it's the internet. People will kind of come in to cause trouble and like stir the pot a little bit. And if you turn on subscriber only mode, like even if all they have to do is sub and then can instantly chat, it knocks out like 99.9%. It's insane. Well, I want to get in there and say a horrible thing. Oh, I got a sub. I'm out. Like that's it. So when non-subscriber mode is on, sometimes it gets a little rowdy. It's not bad, but I could tell there's a difference. Anyway, put a 1 in the chat, chatters, to test and see if the chat is even working. And thanks to all the subs too, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for subbing to the channel. And it was funny too, because I've been seeing a huge amount of people on-subbing to the channel, but I know that's because they want to be in the chat, and they're trying to chat, and it says, oh, you have to sub. So they're like, am I even subbed to this channel? So they'll go and check, and then they'll like, oh, I am subbed. Well, I'll just unsub, resub. Because it's amazing. Even in 2025, it is incredible how many problems are still solved by turning it off and on again, you know? Like, I have this problem with, like, a couple devices where I'll try to, an app will try to update, and it'll be like, oh, dude, you have no space. You've got to delete, you know, like 19 other programs. And I'm like, yeah, I know that's not the case. So I do like a restart or whatever, and it's like, cool, man. Hey, downloading now. It's like, yeah, I figured. But it's amazing. Like, it can't do math, you know? Like, you'll have a device that has, like, I don't know, you hardly use, has like 50 gigabytes free. You fire it up and you're like, dude, the YouTube app needs to update, but you don't have space. The update is 0.1 kilobyte, dude. You don't have enough. You got to delete everything. It's like, no, I don't. Then you restart and it's like, all right, downloading now. Crazy how that still works. You're playing this game right now too? Good. Yeah, they're definitely halfway done with that. That's a lot of ones. Well, good to see. Usually our chat's pretty chill on both sides because we got a lot of there's a lot of second monitors out there, right? A lot of you guys are working. A lot of people are at work from home or whatever, and the streams on the second monitor, they're listening on like a smart device, but they're working, so they're not as active in the chat. And then people are like, dude, this is evidence of you using paid bots. Like, okay, dude, yep. You got me, dude. However you do that, I did it. You got me. With your accusation as evidence. You got me, dude. Can you download more RAM from the internet? Yeah. Yeah, the town's great. We've got like a farming district. We've got like every little town within the town has like a church, and it's pretty sweet. And now we're getting ready to build the castle. So this little, like this area with trees up here that's kind of boring and nothing's going on, it's going to be a mega ultra. Bum, 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 bum. You're paying the other bots? Yeah. No, I would never do that. I wouldn't even trust that, man. Like, one, that just feels dirty. Two, it's just going to not end well in the end. Three, those sites are probably just going to somehow take your credit card information and somehow scam you somehow. And yeah, no, it's just, honestly, I don't even, all right, we're entering rant territory now. So if you love rants, here we go. Saddle up, boys. All these platforms like show these crazy numbers all the time. Like, you know, one day, you know, I see a creator with like 8 million subscribers, and he's got like 250 people watching. And then I see like Moist Critical, Content Creator of the Year, with almost 18 million YouTube subs, and then like, I don't know, probably 100,000 plus or whatever on Twitch. And he's got like a combined, dude, think about this, 20 million subs. And then you could use the words only, just only. Like a combined 8,000 people were watching. And then there's other creators who are like, they don't really go live that often or anything like that. And they just happen to be live at the time. It's not really the usual thing they do. They've done plenty of live streams before, but it's not their usual thing. And then they go live and like 10,000 people are watching. And these are like channels with like 150, 200,000 subs. So it's like, yeah, don't really think those notifications are going out. I don't really think all those people who voluntarily subscribed and opted into being notified about those channels creating content they want to watch, or being notified about the content they probably want to watch. Like, that's why they hit that button. So, yeah. For Maurice, paying bot reporting for duty. Oh, good. Oh, by the way, exclamation point Instagram, too. Every time I see Maurice, I think of how awesome this community is. Just like with Crispy Bacon and Drops and everybody else. But Maurice reminds me that a ton of people sent a ton of cool stuff to the P.O. Box, and I'll be posting the photo of the first wave. The first wave photos going up today on Instagram of all the cool stuff you've sent so far. I'm sure more stuff is on the way, because chat's just like that. And it's been a difficult time to ship things internationally for reasons. Sending and receiving goods nowadays is a little tough. So for those of you who did do that, thank you very much. It's a pain in the ass to send stuff now and very expensive. And for those of you who couldn't do it because you couldn't afford it or whatnot, but you wanted to, thank you very much for wanting to. And just because you couldn't or decided not to, it's still very nice that you had the thought. It still means a lot. So thank you. Trotbury, we could improve that trade route too. Well, let's do that. Let's keep improving these trade routes. Usually the more drama a person has, they're just getting the views. Yeah, but this was the opposite. Like the people who, not necessarily cause drama or whatnot, but they're certainly more of the center of attention. I just don't trust the numbers, man. I don't trust the likes. I don't trust the only thing I can really count on is comments. Like people, what people are saying, is the only thing that really matters now. You know, you could do a video that gets like 500,000 views and they get, oh my God. And then the other day, chat, I saw that YouTube now does a synopsis of the comments. Like, no need, sire, to read what the riff-raff serfs and poors are saying. We've summarized it for you right here. Here's a few of the subject matter that they're talking about, and here's how frequently they're mentioning it. So don't go through and read individual comments from individual viewers. We've rounded them up right here. Here's what the general public is saying about your video. We've summed it up with AI. That's gross. I'm sorry, man, but that's gross. If people are writing comments on your channel, that is a privilege. Every comment is a freaking privilege. And like, you should be really thankful for that comment. I mean, I think a comment on a YouTube video for me is the equivalent of a Steam review. Like, if you're a developer and somebody writes a really nice or maybe a constructive comment on your game, even if it were just a negative one or something like that. But if they did a good job to, like, you know, if they were civil and they made some good points, but they said overall they enjoyed their experience or whatever, you know, if there was a good vibe to it and just like, yeah, whatever. Like, you should be reading your comments, not just, yes, AI, sum it up for me. Like, does everything always need synapses, AI synapses? Because I just don't trust that. It's like that one movie, is it Draco or what? The one where I make this reference all the time, and I can't remember what the hell dragon movie it is, but I think there's like an ancient Chinese like dragon expert or wizard or something like that, and the dude comes to like Europe with a cart, and I think it's like this old man and this girl, and he says to the dragon, like, hey, I could teach you things about the world, or you could have all the knowledge right now. You just have to like put your claw in this book or whatever. And she's inside this wagon, like hiding inside with a crossbow. And they say, all you need to do if you want this dark magic is you have to open your heart to it. So he pulls up his scales to reveal his heart, so he'll be killed if he makes the wrong choice to choose evil. And it's like, yeah, okay, I could get everything right now with AI, or I could work for it or whatever. And it's like, yeah, so I'm just gonna read the YouTube. Call me crazy. I mean, imagine not even reading the chat as a live streamer and just reading the brief. Imagine me saying to chat, chat right now, Gemini is telling me that you guys are all liking what I'm doing, so thank you very much. Continue the comments. Like, wow, dude. There has to be a buffer between you and the the lower class, the unclean. Like, what the F? That is such a horrible thing, dude. Like, creating this barrier and wall. It's like a octuple gated community. Like, I don't want to have direct contact with my audience. There needs to be several layers of buffer between me and the unclean. Like, what the F, dude? That is horrible. That's so horrible. That's the attitude that I see from that. You know, these, like, I suppose for people who get 100,000, it's a helpful tool for sure, I guess, right? To get 100,000 comments, but you could pretty much here's the AI system for you, by the way, is the likes on other comments. Like, when people write comments on your YouTube videos and then other people agree with those comments, those are the ones that go. There's your AI. Except the AI is actual intelligence, not artificial. There's your AI, actual intelligence. People reading the comments. And someone will say something like, hey guys, the game's on sale, by the way, right now for like 80% off. Anyway, good video. And then everybody likes it because, you know, it's like, oh, shit, yeah, this was on sale. Damn, thanks, dude. Like, it is a good game and it's on sale or whatever. And then when you see that comment and then you read it, you're like, oh, damn, it's on sale. But then you see it's posted 6 months ago or something. You're like, oh, the sale might be over. Wait a minute, it's been 6 months. It must be another Steam sale or whatever. Like, you should be able to, you know, think of those things. We now have people like Harry learning about Jamaican bobsled teams, and instead of rushing to Google or Wikipedia to learn more, they ask AI. And it's like, bro. It's insane. But anyway, I read like 98% of your comments. Some of them I miss, or maybe there's a technical issue or something like that. But I pretty much read everything. And then, Like, I reply when I can. Some are just nice comments that are just like, hey, cool video. And I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what to say. When someone's nice, it feels lazy to even say thanks. But then it also feels like too much to be like, thank you very much for watching the channel. Don't forget to sub. Like, that feels like too much. I don't know how to balance it. Raptor, Viewfinder is the game today on Epic. Oh, great. Viewfinder was a wonderful puzzle game about taking pictures. Very cool game. You take a picture and then, like, you step through the photograph and change the world. If you like blueprints or really like any like physics-based puzzle game, Viewfinder is awesome. That's a good one. Very good. Some weird wall-e stuff right there. Yeah. But I mean, I just can't believe the whole just this what really terrifies me though, and here's what I know what's happening, is how long has, like, Google and all these other places, like, you know, on YouTube and stuff, like, they're able to transcribe what I'm saying right now in real time, which probably is popping up below the screen or whatever. And, you know, they're probably categorizing and rating the things that I'm saying. So if it goes along with the agenda or whatnot, channel gets promoted more. If you're kissing ass and you agree with the system, you're going to get boosted. Disagree? It's a nice channel you have there. It's a shame. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it. So if they're showing us the tools that they've created now, imagine how long they've had access to those tools and what other tools that they have that they're not showing us. All these accidental bannings of people via AI, is that really accidental, or are they doing that on purpose and then pretending to be dumb? Let's get rid of the channels that are not making us enough. We want them to start over. Ban them all and then blame the AI. Oh, wow. Stonemason's ready to go. Bum, bum, bum. Cool. A serf has left, you criminal. We'll have to do a job audit eventually. Every once in a while, people leave. I love this, by the way. Like, we had 87% happiness, and like somebody left. Criminal. 3:26 a.m. Woke up when I sensed a rant was happening. God. I have to do one a day now, but it's just like it's the truth, though. And another thing is, too, I like to be transparent about what I see and have access to, so you guys know about it and know that other creators probably have access to this, too. However, YouTube's very weird at how they give people access to stuff. Like, I'll have access to things for like 2 years, and then Dirty Lumberjack and Booster will be like, wow, I just got access to, like, heart somebody's comment. And I was like, I thought that was on YouTube for like 3 years or something. Or whatever. That's just an example. Not exactly true, but it's like that, you know. Accidentally on purpose, right? We need a rant emoji. I don't know. I'm not creative with that. But all right, tell you what. We'll ask our entertainment mitigation management assistant about the new eyes for you guys, and also new emotes. Raptor's just naturally spicy in the coziest ways possible. Well, I mean well, but at a certain point, enough is enough, you know? But there's nothing we can do because it's like... A lot of these companies and CEOs talk to you in two ways. Either like you're the dumb person in those radio commercials where like person A is super knowledgeable about this amazing product that's going to change your life, and person B is this super impressionable and approachable person who's just looking for an easy way to solve their whittle problem. Oh no, I have to walk to my place of employment. This sucks. Oh really? Well, you should check out Vehicle. Did you know that Vehicle comes with 4 tires and an engine? Wow, I can't wait to spend $70, $80, $90, $100,000 on said product. Yeah, I'm going to dealership immediately. Like what the... It's either that or, hey, look, man, we're tired of making these ads and all these things to try to get your money, and we're really getting tired of like trying to convince you to buy these things to get your money, which is actually ours. It just happens to be in your possession. We're really getting tired of having to deal with you. So just put the GD money in the bag and not like they're very companies are the mask is off. They're tired of asking you. They're tired of being patient, and they want their money. Isn't it like that with Adobe, where it's just like, hey, use our service. Oh, you want to cancel a day before? Oh, that's going to be $109, and somehow that's legal. Or you can keep the service for $10 a month. The twist is I've been AI the whole time. Now you can't change that. What's the plan for this spot? A castle. We've been clearing this forest here for a little while. Companies are going to start sending goons, yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Damn, they're doing a good job, though. This is almost clear. I think there's maybe they're about 60, 70% done. You go bananas if they say it was written in the text that no one's reading. Oh, almost done with the Trotberry trade route. Okay, now I need 50 bread. But can I get more bread from somebody else? How much bread are we buying? 75. Not enough. I'm going to put it up to a whopping 200. And then... we're buying that from middle. Also, I should buy more wheat. Oh, it's not alphabetical? Oh. Wheat. All right, we'll see how that goes. Okay. Almost there. Did I say bad word in Swedish? I guess I did. Wheat. Bum, 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 bum. Career-wise, well, I have a background in accounting and data entry and construction. I built bridges before. I've done landscaping before. I bake pizzas. Worked at a video rental / tanning salon. It was a combo place. That place was like double doomed to fail. Dude, we're going to sell VHS tapes and DVDs, and we're going to do tanning booths. Place is long gone. I have a business degree, yeah. I do. Improving trade with Trotbury complete. Good. All right, now I want this one, the bread one. We got to butter that bread, baby. Damn, those trees are going well. Are we... Oh, that's interesting. We're only at 270 wood? Where the hell's all of it going? We were at 400. Where did it all go? Oh, we're full of planks. That's why 380. Okay. Let's do more plank storage. All right, this is a little silly. I think the game should maybe try to prioritize filling up one of the lots before it moves on to the other one. Because there's 80 and 81 logs here, and then there's 1, 2, 8, 4. It's like, just move those into the big pile. Fill up one and then move on to the next one. More wood is needed, indeed. Hello, Uthras. And maybe I'll cut that down too. That'll be cool. All right, so that's going to be a perfect spot for the castle. When you said tanning, I thought you meant, yeah, it was a video store that also did leather working on the side. It was like a cobbler, made belts. No. Like tanning booths. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, cheese is a little lower too. Well, we got a lot more people living here. We gotta, when we move our dairy farm, I'm gonna double down. We're gonna do 2 big old dairy fields, and then, well, you know, fields for cows, and then also more cheese. Such a weird combo, though. I know. It was this weird period. Well, it was like, you know, it was before Netflix. It was as the internet was not great enough to, you know, we had high-speed internet, but it wasn't good enough yet for, like, streaming. Like, oftentimes when you loaded a YouTube video, you'd have to, like, pause and let it buffer. So DVDs were still very popular. And for whatever reason, there was, like, a tanning wave that passed through, like, the Midwest, where they were, like, tanning places left and right. You know how it is. Like, trendy businesses pass through all the time. I don't know how long that crumble place is going to last for the cookies, but eventually, you know, people will be fed up of buying cookie, you know, a small-ass cookie for $9. Eventually. There's all sorts of trends that come and go. Remember when, I think it's still around, you know, there's like 1-800-Flowers, where you'd order flowers, but then they also kind of morphed into like a, for a while it was very popular to gift people like fruit baskets that were like floral. It was like fruit, but meant to be a floral arrangement. It's like, here's all these pineapples and mangoes we've made into a flower basket for you. It was a weirdly popular thing for a very strange amount of time. What always weirds me out, though, is when like there'll be like a new fast food place or something that comes around, like here in Minnesota in like 2004 or 5, Krispy Kreme came around for the first time, opened a bunch of places, and when those places open up, and it's like the same with like when the town gets the first Popeyes or the first like Sonic Drive-In or whatever. You know, these places they're like around the block, but everybody goes there once and then like never goes there again. So it's like, it's incredible. Like these places are like booked solid for 2.5 months, and then after that, dead. Edible arrangements, that's the name of it. Yes, which I guess maybe would have a different connotation now. But yeah, now it's like, you know, Popeyes opens, you can't get in there for days, and then people are like, wait a minute, this Popeyes is just chicken? What? And then wait a minute, they just have a chicken sandwich that's slightly different than the chicken sandwich I have? Outrageous. They opened a Krispy Kreme and had to have a traffic cop. Then it was closed in about a year. Everyone was back to Dunkin'. Yeah. It just surprises me how a business goes from like 900% capacity to like 75, and then they're like, business failed. What the hell? You've been looking for a new town to move to, and your first question's always been, what's the internet like? Ooh. It's a good question. Like, I wonder how you'd run that test. I guess you could go to a local library and just jump on a computer and go to the speedtest.com and see what their internet's like. Canadian Tire will be around forever. Yeah, you never see that. It's always the food places that are around the block. But when the Napa Auto Parts or the Canadian Tire opens for the first time, it's people go there, but it's never like, oh my God, I gotta get down there. I don't need my tires rotated, but they just opened a Canadian Tire, and I want them to double check. They do free inspections, so I want to double check. In Norway, we got a new fast food chain, but they never rely on car traffic. Here, everyone walks. Yeah, true. Okay, more visitors to the town. Money's hurting a bit, but it's because I cut the exports and went with more imports, like bread. Oh, good. Tons of bread. All right, we can improve the trade route now. Sweet. All right, that'll make us some good money. Yeah, opens and it's swamped and then it's dead. Yeah, it's crazy. I live in Michigan. Pot shops have taken over here. We have more pot shops than gas stations. Yeah, that's another thing too, is that the vaping thing, like every place went from tobacco to just like e-cigarettes and vape refill. It's a wave. It's like a giant stands over your city with a bucket full of businesses and just dumps it on the city. And every vacant, it's almost like, you know how Spirit Halloween pops up every year in crazy places in town? Like there'll be like the old library, the old Denny's, the old bookstore, whatever. Like they all just, Spirit Halloween somehow figures out how to get into every nook and cranny of every abandoned or former business in every corner of town. And then they're just gone. And it's like that with certain crazes and things like that. Like, how many places do you think opened up to sell, like, fidget spinners back in, like, 2017? Bob's Fidget Spinners was probably making $43 million a year in sales, except for it was just that 1 year. And then it was like the next year he only made $40 million. He was like, well, business is failing. Time to shut her down. Profits weren't exponential, so time to shut her down. Like, don't you want to keep this going and maybe convert to something else? Maybe sell other toy and hop. Nope. I've already made bag. It's time to move on. Hit the dusty trail. Can you have two distant cities to trade? I mean, you could, well, the thing is you have to have interconnected tiles in the game. So the map's pretty big, but you have to kind of like build over to a new area. But you could probably do that. You could probably buy a bunch of territory and then start a new town somewhere else. Okay. Well, we're getting there, and stone is at 146. Great. Money's not doing too bad. Wonderful. I wouldn't complain about 40 million in a year. I know, that's the thing, is that like these the question oftentimes is like, why not keep it going? But I guess there are people who will just cash out with the chips and leave, and it's like, I don't know, man. If you got a good thing, just keep it going just a little longer. Then again, bum bum. What kind of church development is in the game? Well, we just unlocked, I mean, there's many different church types from like wood and stone, and they all have different capacities, and eventually you could build a monastery and a cathedral, so. And they all do different things and have different attendants, and there's like different factions to appease, like labor and the church and stuff, so it's pretty interesting way that this game works. I think Manor Lords will have a somewhat similar system, because there's like influence in that game, so that'll be like the kingdom stuff, and then there's like there's research points or progression or whatever they call it in Manor Lords. That reminds me of the labor, and then there's also the church too that you can influence to get influence, like you can give stuff to the church for that. So it's kind of the same deal. All right, this is looking great. Might get rid of those trees there. We'll see. Damn, this town is nice. You think there's 3 drive-in McDonald's in Oslo? Bum, 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 bum. Okay, a lot of guests coming through. Did we, okay, we don't... Yeah, we don't want the last person working there yet. Okay. Okay, we got 9 villagers again ready to go. Let's do, how do I check jobs? Buildings there. Well, there's one problem. We didn't have too many people working in that wheat field. It's good to do audits on the employment every once in a while, because sometimes you'll get a couple, 2, 3 people to leave like a farm or something like that, and this is the easiest way to check, but I do it every few years because it's I don't want to check all the time. Bum, bum, bum. Making cheese in this game is worthless. You can never keep up with the demand for it. Oh, really? Well, I mean, the good thing is, though, is that people will pay for that kind of stuff, and it's great to trade. I mean, you could turn off consumption of your, like, local consumption of that cheese and then just export it. And that'll make you some good money. Then you just import something else, like wheat, and then just make more bread. Your local McDonald's took out most of the seating a while ago, primarily there for drive-through orders and Uber Eats DoorDash pickups. You can't leave your home. Yeah, everybody's under house arrest. You gotta work all the time. No vacations, no day off, no sleep-ins. I remember the Coca-Cola yo-yos hype every 4 years in the 90s. Did you have that too? No, but I remember yo-yos were big, and then they came back when I was in late middle school, early high school, so like 2002 and 3. Damn, they're almost done here. Okay, so if we're going to unlock a castle... So we'd unlock the how much? What do we got here? What's our numbers? Kingdom influence 0, but Splendor is different, but we have 0. Okay, because I got to build the building for that, but this is free. It's free on the prosperity, so I can get that for free, then I need to spend 25. Which I don't know if that ties into that. But then we can start doing weapon production too. We can also expand our treasury there. If I do the castle, we're going to need a lot of other supporting industries. I'd like to build an army as well. We got the population for it, but we might want to think about getting more production going. Oh, this building's full of tools. Great, we're making a lot of tools. Let's go ahead and store tools there. Never thought we'd make enough. That's good, because the castle's going to need a lot of tools, too. You missed the cinemas and restaurants near you. COVID wiped them all out. Now you see our dollar store, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, fast food chains. Yeah. I just want to be chilling in a Wendy's sunroom. Taking it easy on a Sunday. Ah, there they go. Firing them up again. Numbers are looking real good. Happy with progress. Things are going well. mining, and we're happy. Let's see. Berry brew, we got 178. That we're good on that. We made a ton of that and then just backed off. Full throttle and then just let her coast, bud. That's gonna be great for a castle. I think we'll do like the entrance here, and then we can have walls all around the slope. That'll be cool. We need more cheese. More cheese is needed. More cheese. Bacon Moonshine, thank you very much for the 18 months. Thank you very much for the support. Haven't I built any aura farms yet? Yeah, we're aura farming and clout mining and stuff, yeah. We're at maximum Riz. No cap. Ooh, good. The trade route thing's almost done. And we can improve the Davenport trade route again? Damn. I'll do that right away. Well, whenever they finish with that. Oh, what's this? Wool for the bishop. I don't have enough. Yeah, that's fine. Focus on other things. Okay, hopefully the influence thing is going on. Clout mining? We're mining clout and we're farming aura? For real, for real. Now that's the new terminology of today's children. I'm just trying to be hip and cool. Okay, let's invest the planks into Davenport again. Keep up in that trade amount. Good day, Emma. Good day. Okay, wheat. Yeah. Need more wool storage. Oh, it's already a hundo. I'll put some wool storage over here. Seem to be making a lot of it. Celebrating berries. You want a berry fair? Sure. Big money, big prizes. I love it. Actually, not so much money anymore. We're buying a lot of stuff, but it's fine. I've seen someone in Texas opening a card trading bar, like Pokemon cards and other game cards. Oh, okay, that's actually kind of cool. Like a bar. Okay. Usually all those trading card places are kind of like, they seem like you have to be a member of the club, but to have a bar like that where you could come on in and trade Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff like that's cool. When I was in Japan this year, I went to a RC bar where they had radio or remote controlled like dump trucks and wheel loaders and excavators, and it was awesome. I could see it kind of just being a once in a while kind of thing for sure, but it did look like they had different events and things to like mix it up other than just digging a hole. There was like little gems under the sand to dig up and stuff like that. I'll put it on, I'll put some more pictures on exclamation point Instagram. Also, as a reminder, folks, if you type exclamation point links in the chat now, it will link to something Emma set up for my channel, which links to all the social media links and then also all of our friends' links too. I think we're missing a few, but we'll take like a list and just add some ones to it. No problem. Super easy. So if you type anybody's name, exclamation point, you know, such and such, it should just link there. So it'll be a one-stop shop for everybody. So that way, if we're streaming with like Jay and we're streaming with Emma, rather than individually finding their channels, you can just find them all at one place. Easy. It's a one and done. Mega fun one and done. Boom. It only took me like 3 months to put it in, but I've been a little busy. My bad. But at least I got it eventually. All right. And I see we'll have to change the wording in that, but we'll update it. It's all good. City fairs and festivals is another thing almost every town had on their own festival. Not so much. That's due to the lack of new kids in small rural towns. I would like to see more festivals in Farthest Frontier. I like how in Anno you can have festivals based on what you're doing, and I want that to be a thing that raises happiness. And like this game's got it, but Manor Lords could use that in Farthest Frontier too. Like Farthest Frontier has the whole maypoles and like squares you can build, but there should be more. It would be cool to have events, you know, that are focused on raising certain things. My winter car just released on Steam. Hold on, there's no way. Did it just release?
Happy holidays, doctors. As we gear up for the holiday season,
oh my god, it did. Oh my god. My winter car just dropped for $14.99. No effing way. Well, we were going to play, actually I was thinking about playing that this morning, but I was like, there's no way that could have actually released. My summer car, which was in like early access for a million years, came out like maybe, what was it, 2 years ago or something like that? Let me check and see what everybody's playing. Let's see. Factorio. It must have just dropped. Let me just check real quick and see who's playing. My winter and my summer car are hilarious because there's like a million ways to die. Schedule 1 and Zomboid canceled. It seems like it because, oh boy. I thought about it last night and then I was like, oh, that's not going to release. Oh, actually, I did. It is on the schedule, though, in brackets. And brackets means that it's potential, but like I don't have control over its potential. Like it's on the developers or on Steam or whatever to like release it. Wait, did it save? Yes, okay. All good, I have many things to do anyway. I'm sure you do. We've been playing Raft for like well, it was like a week straight. And that was a lot of time. Yeah, okay. Hold up real quick there, Chief. So my winter car just dropped for $15, and Nicholas had been telling me that game would... this game was supposed to be coming out for like 100 years. My winter car. I still feel like it's a hoax, but it's not. And if you know anything about My Summer Car, it's basically a game where in like 1993 or something, you're in Finland and you're essentially just rebuilding a car and hanging out. It's just like the ultimate goof-off simulator. And there's a lot of great secrets in that game. Like there's like card games. The first game's incredible. I mean, there's an insane amount of secrets. And I just bought it and installed it. So wow. All right, well, subscribe for more Foundation and more city building here on the channel. But I think we're gonna play a survival game out of nowhere. Let me just get ready for it because I was not expecting this at all to drop. Well, actually, I was expecting it, but I was just like, you know, I didn't know. So allow me to do my thing here. Let's see where we have this image. Oh my God, this means we can get Mickey with the T-top. All right, well, the stream's going to continue, but we're going to change to something out of nowhere. This is going to be a hilarious game. Although I took a thumbnail, I got to find where it is. There it is. Okay. Oh, that's right. We could choose the color of the car, too. Looks like we get a different car now in this game. I bet Nicholas is, like, not feeling very good at work right now, if you know what I mean. He's going to have to come home and, he's a little ill, you know? What the hell is going on? Yeah, that's being weird. Okay, let's go on to this one. There we go. Stand by, chatters. All right. Well, it's time to play My Winter Car then. Gonna go ahead and set that up. All right, I'll be back in a minute on the YouTube side and on Twitch as well. And we'll talk all about My Winter Car, a wonderful open world survival game that just came out. Be back in just a minute. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. And we'll be back for more Foundation soon. Thank you.